This is what I think happened. I think that he hit the floor. It's an old church. He broke through the floor. Turns out there's a secret basement under the church where they keep all the olive oil and the communion.
And they've been
not
embezzling,
like the grape juice.
They've been embezzling the tithe.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Youth Group Chronicles. Back in the studio with us, Dr. Taylor Ransom.
That's right.
Dr. Taylor Ransom. And we switched it up for this episode. We got Zay with us as well.
That's good, y'all.
So welcome to the chat. Welcome to those who are listening to the pod. Welcome to those who are watching it on YouTube. We love y'all. And thanks for being here. And Taylor, you already recorded an episode with us. What was your first impression of Youth Group Chronicles? What'd you think?
First impression of being here? Or
yeah, being here.
Period?
We'll go being here.
Dude, can I say where we are?
Yeah, go for it.
Dude, we walk in. We pull up to this borderline abandoned mall. And the vibes, it's literally, we're on the set of Stranger Things. That's where we are. And it's like an old 80s mall. Uh-huh. And I stinking love it. I'm going to walk around this mall when we're done filming. Probably when John does his episode, I'm just going to walk around. Because it just reminded me back when I was homeschooled with 50 siblings, and we would go to the mall for fun, and you just walk around, and we couldn't really buy anything, obviously, because we're homeschooled. So where's the money at? We don't know. But it's awesome. And then I come in here and it's like you guys have this great studio set up. I'm a little bit jealous. I'm a little bit jelly. Because we have, me and John have a couple different sets we're doing pods on, but I love how consistent it is. And then everybody here is so chill. Zay's super chill. I love this guy. And love Sam too. Love Sam too. No problem there.
Sam's not as chill.
And I'm just like, oh, this is such a cool. And honestly, I'll be honest, like upstate New York, like this part of New York we're in, I didn't even know this existed.
Not a lot of people do, bro.
I've never been to New York, and when I think of New York, I think of the Avengers or whatever. Yep. That's all I see. That's all
Gotham
I know.
City, right? Yeah.
And it looks no different from Kentucky, where my family lives. Really.
So my dad grew up in Kentucky. So I also have been to Louisville area. He grew up in Indiana. So it's just rural. Outside of the city, that's exactly what it is here. It's just hills and trees.
Yeah,
we're driving by. I was driving last night with John Rush, and he's like, man, this is so beautiful. Look at all this. He's like looking around. He's like talking about how beautiful the landscape is. I'm like, bro, I can drive you through Kentucky tomorrow. 5 different places, and it looks exactly like down to the guardrails on the roads falling off. Like it looks exactly the same. I'm like, I'm glad. Like I was just happy he was happy, type thing.
So on the last episode that we did, we learned that you were a PK. All right?
Yep.
But what kind of kid were you in youth group? That's what I feel like the number one question I like to ask guests is you back in youth group, what was Taylor like? Were you the wild kid? Were you the good kid? I mean, homeschooled, PK, that's kind of a good combination there.
Well, I think I'm the first kid that the sheltered homeschool church thing kind of worked on, because I'll be honest, I didn't really do anything that was crazy. When I was 14, I was the teen talent state champion for Tennessee in Bible trivia. And we did Pinewood Derby cars. Still raining, by the way.
I bet you are.
Matter of fact, actually, that year we got to the finals. There was only one other person. It was this girl.
Can we get 2 Bibles?
Yeah,
sword drills.
Sword drills. Let's do it right now. And I felt so bad going up against this girl, because I'm not gonna lie, there was 35 questions. And I think I let her hit the buzzer and get 3 in.
Good job.
And then she cried after. And I felt bad about it. But you know what? I take my Bible drill seriously. Come on. That was my Super Bowl. That was how I won,
Absolutely.
So it was a good time. So I mean that's what I did.
It builds character.
I used to build I used to build these little homemade rockets in the backyard, for Royal Rangers. Royal Rangers, what's up? Where are they at?
Is that where you you were Royal Rangers? I was in Boy Scouts until they steered a different direction.
Now they're Girl Scouts.
Now they're
we don't know
everything.
What they are.
They're
just
everything
scouts.
in between. Yes.
They're scouts.
So Royal Rangers, that's what you did, right?
Yeah, Royal Rangers.
Same.
Yep, Royal Rangers. I still have the vest somewhere with all the patches on the back. I took it very seriously.
When I was a kid, I always thought I was way cooler because I wasn't a Royal Ranger.
Oh,
because I was a Boy Scout.
That's valid. That's valid.
I was legit, is what I thought.
If you're in the Boy Scout, yeah. Being in the Royal Rangers is like how the military sees people who are in the Navy. It's that's what that's like. Like people in the military, are like, you're in the Navy. Like they don't even like count you really. You know, they're just sort of like, all
Rural
right, man.
Rangers is wild.
You know, and but the Navy is full of great people. You know, they take themselves seriously. So, you know, we love them so strongly. We love the Navy. I see someone in the chat that said Taylor Ransom as a kid, loser in the world, winner in the kingdom. Okay. My mom would have agreed with that. I'll take that. You know what? I'll take that.
This is wild.
I'll take that.
I don't understand what's going on. Right?
Me in the chat.
Not gonna lie, that was a
conversation.
great roast.
Yeah, right there.
That was-
Loser in the real world, winner in the kingdom. Okay.
Come on.
All right. You know what? I'll take it. I think they meant that as a compliment.
It is.
They also said VeggieTales was life. See, I don't get many people that were homeschooled from K to 12.
K through 12, yeah.
So I'm like,
I
this
feel
is
like
my family.
I really feel like I should be here. They've been talking for 10 minutes about homeschool life. And I'm just sitting over here like,
That's all right. We did an episode last time. It was an after hours series where we just sat and listened to Cole rant about American Airlines for 25 minutes.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, we did.
So it was like a
Valid
almost
crash out.
out.
American Airlines has thrown me for a loop for the past day.
They almost didn't make it here because of American Airlines as well.
Yeah. I will say that too in here. Since we're having a homeschool conversation, someone's bringing up VeggieTales. Nah, you fake. Because if you actually know your stuff, you know that VeggieTales does not come anywhere near their side project 321 Penguins. And 321
dude,
Penguins
that is a
was
fever
so much
dream.
better.
That
was them?
fever
So much
dream.
better. Yes. 321
Wow,
Penguins
I
had
didn't
like
I didn't know that was a big idea.
I had
you
no
know,
idea.
Yeah, 321 Penguins had like legit storylines and like characters. Like it was their own
Oh
like,
yeah, it was sick
type thing.
But
It
I
was
just
awesome.
like that was an unlock for me because I totally forgot that show existed.
Yeah.
Penguin.
Yeah, 321. I'll be honest, it is. I mean, if you pull it up right now, you're kind of like, what's going on? But as
Yeah.
a kid, I loved it. You know,
I
it
was
was like
watching
one of
SpongeBob and Avatar.
you were lucky, man. You were lucky. See, I wasn't allowed to watch any of that.
Nope.
Avatar?
By the way,
What Eastern philosophy, Buddhist nonsense? You know, my mom would have thrown that out of the house. I'd probably be in hell right now. You know, if I had been allowed to watch that. Who knows? You know. But anyway, what were you saying, Zay?
Nah, we good. Man.
No, go. I really wanted to hear what he had to say. I actually did. You know.
I'm also a pastor's kid, man.
okay.
It was just wild. Yeah, man.
We're all here.
It was wild.
That's
We
the one
made
where
it.
I missed. I was not. So this is where you two can bond. So we had the homeschooling. You can do the PK. All right.
PK.
Zay was a good PK though. For the most part.
Pastor Cody, what would you say, man?
Landed all right.
He lived.
Yeah, man. Hey, we here.
Alright.
We here. I'm still alive. I'm still well. Praise God, man.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This is Youth Group Chronicles, where we share crazy youth ministry stories. So we should probably do some of that. But
Probably.
that was fun to actually get to know Taylor a little bit for you guys. If you guys have questions for him, you can throw them in the chat too. Maybe he'll
Ooh.
jump on one.
Ooh. Fired.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. See,
Where's the intern?
that's the issue.
Intern team.
All
Intern
right.
team. Where they at?
Where
Where they at?
This is
Yeah.
a story from Andrew. He said, I always encouraged my youth leaders to hang out with my students one-on-one.
Major mistake. Major mistake. Never do
Problem.
that. If you're a youth
Problem.
pastor watching that, never do that.
Problem.
Ever.
You know what's crazy?
Group settings.
You know what's crazy? Is like guy to guy going out to get lunch wasn't actually a bad thing until like now.
Yeah,
Like
now you
10
gotta
years
be-
ago it was so normal. But now it's
No,
like you
it
never know
wasn't-
who's
It was a bad thing. We're just hearing about it now.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest, guys.
Oh man.
Let's just be honest.
Okay,
We're
that's
hearing
fair.
about it now.
But one day I got a frantic call from one of them. He had gone to pick up a high school student for lunch, and as he pulled up to the house, the kid sprinted outside looking nervous.
Mm.
He jumped in the car and yelled, "Go, he's going to kill me." Shocked, my youth leader hit the gas and took off, only to see the kid's dad jump in a truck and start chasing them.
Oh.
Oh no.
Not knowing what
This
else
is
to
not
do,
good.
my leader spotted 2 cop cars in a grocery store
okay.
parking lot
All right.
and pulled in, hoping they'd help.
Okay.
But as the dad pulled up behind them, he jumped out screaming for the cops to help, saying that my leader had kidnapped his son.
Oh.
Turns out the kid was grounded and had tried to sneak out to hang with my youth leader, and the dad thought
my
his son was being abducted.
Bro almost ended up on the news.
Almost.
He was almost on a t-shirt.
Almost.
Just about.
That
Dang.
was a close call.
That's rough.
We've had a lot of stories where they pull guns on people, like cops. They'll get them out of a car. I don't know
Oh.
how that didn't. Maybe it all just happened so fast, but very within the realm of possibility.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not pulling off. if I see your dad running out to you, I'm gonna let bygones be bygones.
Well, what about? Yeah,
You
but he
might get
didn't
beat.
know it was his. The kid said, "Go, he's going to kill me." Didn't see the dad yet, and then he takes off. As he's driving away, he sees the dad sprinting out of the house. So he had already peeled
I'm
out.
still not pulling.
Did he
off.
know who the dad was? Did he see the dad and know it was the dad? I mean, like,
Well, he
it-
did.
to defend the youth leader. If I'm a youth leader and a kid's getting in my car and he's like, "Hey, this guy's gonna kill me," even if it's his dad, I'm kind of like, there's part of me that's like, "Oh, hold on, maybe there's something going on I don't know about."
Right, exactly.
I gotta hold. Like, I need to,
But what I'm
you know.
saying is he didn't see the dad come out of the house yet. After, so he drove away. He like started driving away because the kid said, "Go."
Nah.
Pulls away, and as he's driving away, he looks in the mirror, and the dad's running out of the house. Would you stop at that point?
Yep.
I don't know if I would. I think I'd keep driving. Now, when
Right?
the police show up, I'd be like, "Hey,
Well, this guy
Let me explain what's
voluntarily
going
was
on
like,
here.
he saw the cops and pulled over, hoping to get help. The youth leader
Dang.
did. So kind of the smart move, actually.
yeah, yeah,
For
I
both
Dad
agree."
pulled the
parties.
Uno reverse car.
Yeah, the dad pulled the Uno reverse. You running away from me? No, he came in like
My son's
reckless
getting
love,
kidnapped.
chasing him down or
I
whatever.
had
You
to
know,
save him.
Reckless love.
reckless love, reckless.
Shout out Corey.
Shout out Corey.
Shout
Yeah,
out,
that's
Corey.
very
Maybe he'll
cool.
come on the pod. I asked him. I did send him a DM.
Corey. He'll come on.
Yeah, who knows? This is a
think he
story
would.
from Brandon. When I was a youth group intern, one of my middle school boys pulled me aside and said that he needed to ask me something.
That's okay. We're already in.
That's why we're here.
We're already
That's
in
why
a
we're here.
difficult. Now, if I'm a youth leader, I'm like,
Yep, 100%.
what is it?
What'd you
what
do
do I
now?
got to do? What do I got to deal with
Who's
right now?
who's trying to kill you?
Am I gonna have to talk to the cops? Am I gonna have to talk to the denomination? What do I got to do? That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is more work. But anyway,
All right.
continue.
After moving away from everyone, he went on to ask, "Is it possible to dislocate one of your nuts?"
Man, I'm not a medical health professional. I'm not the guy to ask. Talk to your school nurse or whatever.
Come to find out, he had taken a volleyball spike straight to the balls.
Ooh.
The pain was so bad that he went to the ER, only to find out that his nuts were not dislocated, they were twisted.
Oh.
See, that's the worst thing in the
torsion.
world.
Torsion.
Oh my God,
Oh,
a testicular torsion is
no.
crazy.
No.
It's crazy.
That's
Dude, I
nuts.
know people that have
Oh
had, not
my
from a volleyball, but
gosh.
have had it. And it makes me sick to my stomach.
I would find
It
a
is
young man-
technically possible for a testicle to move out of its normal position,
But it's usually
but it's not called a dislocation.
It's torsion.
We got
Okay.
chat pulled up.
Yep, ChatGPT is in the studio with us.
Oh God.
Needs surgery within hours
my
to save the
God.
testicle. Get that man to the ER.
Mm.
Get
did.
that
He went
man
right
to the
there.
ER.
Your
I would be like,
testicle was
listen,
giving
kid.
up, brother.
I'd be like,
It was giving
listen,
up.
the girl that did this to you is in love with you. That's the good news. The bad news is we got to get you to the hospital now.
Right now.
like, you're like,
wow.
That's
you know?
up there, dude, as one of my worst fears.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rough.
The crazy thing
That's rough.
is it like, because we've had stories like this on the pod, we did a little research. You can just be walking and it happens.
It just happens.
Just
Your testicle just I'm a twist up. I'm a twist up. And respectfully,
I
love
love this Christian podcast. This
It's
Christian
wild.
Youth Group
It's
Chronicles
wild, man.
podcast. I love this, man. I'm all about it.
This is all
Y'all
part of
didn't tell
YGCU, guys. This is all part of YGCU.
We got to warn them.
bad.
We got to warn them. No. They need to know. They need to know about this. This is good.
It's crazy, man.
Someone said new fear unlocked. Yeah, that's what
Yes.
I'm saying. Now I'm going to be thinking about this all day.
That's what I'm saying.
When I'm cramped in that airplane seat and I'm like, I'm going to be
Test-
like,
test your
man, I better be
testes.
careful. Better be
Test your
careful.
testes.
Colin said pee on it.
That's okay. That was great.
Okay.
Yep. That's a
Get help.
How?
Yeah, how?
How are we?
How is that possible? Someone said, "What did I just join into?" Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where we are right now, as far as the map of conversation. I have
all
no
right.
idea.
This is an anonymous story.
Oh, those are the good ones.
These are the ones you always know they're gonna be good. This is also our Guess the Denomination segment.
Oh,
Again, this is
okay.
such a brand new segment that people haven't caught on that they need to actually tell us until after the podcast is released. So we don't know what the denomination is, but we have to give our best guess.
are cults allowed to be named as well?
You can't name cults. Dang it. Here, give them the list so they know.
So
Here's
Seventh
some
Day Adventists
options.
need to leave.
What's that?
No,
Yes,
they need to get out of here.
Mormons aren't
Notice
on this
there's
list,
no
right?
Mormon on the list.
Okay, good.
All right.
Good.
Anonymous story. I sing in our church's choir, and after rehearsal, one of the older ladies who sings behind me every week stopped me and said, "I've been meaning to tell you something." She went on to say, "I sing in the back row every week behind you. And you know what? You have the nicest rear end."
Oh my God.
I froze because I had no idea what to say. But as I started to walk away, she added, "Oh, I thought you'd take that as a compliment," and finished with, "You should go tell your wife I said that."
Oh, whoa. Okay.
We got a church splitting situation happening here. This isn't handled right. It's all
Can we
going
get
It's
the
down.
list back
always, yeah, throw the list. It's always the old ladies hitting on the youth pastors. John,
that what it was?
John, is that true? And Pastor Cody, do old ladies always hit on youth pastors in the church? All three youth pastors right here just said yes.
Senior global pastor Cody knows.
Buddy just said he has a video of an old lady caressing Pastor Cody's arm. John says it's
He's got the studies.
The heck? Bro came out with statistics.
Statistically.
Kids are out of the house, so they have this like weird void. So it's like some weird affectionate void they project on the youth pastor.
John says they are upset with their sex life and now their kids are out of the house, so they have an odd void that they project onto youth pastors. Thank you.
We're
So,
learning
yes,
things.
It's
today.
really
We're learning things. This is all going to be in YGCU.
Yes.
You know.
I'm going to say apostolic.
apostolic.
Well, I will say this. I had a mentor of mine. He told me one time. He was saying that. He said that. And I haven't looked up the statistic, but this is what he said. He said, Taylor. He said, the apostolics, they have the highest rate of divorce out of any denomination.
Called it.
And I said, why is that true? He said, because they can't go to baseball games. They can't go to movies. All they can do is sleep with their spouse. That's all they can do for fun. And so a lot of
They
people
can't
get
have
married.
facial hair
They get
either?
married because they're bored.
Yes.
And he's like, and then it doesn't work out. And
That's
I was
actually
like, okay.
solid advice.
I've never thought
Married
about it. But that's
people,
what I've
you
been
need to
told.
have fun things that you do.
That's true. Unless it's cringe, unless it's like if you're a 35-year-old dude trying to convince your wife to play Legos with you at that point, like, we need to do something.
There's no
different.
way that you're singing Amazing Grace and checking out cheeks at the same time.
There's
I
no
just
way.
really don't.
Yeah, that's the crazy part
So
of this whole
that
thing.
weighs into it. So we're thinking like church choir that has an older lady. So it's probably not like
I'm saying
a
apostolic.
newer Pentecostal church with like the younger choir.
You seen all them people on the stage?
I'm thinking
Them nicely
like
fitted suits.
Presbyterian,
honest.
Lutheran, like they have the older choir, and then the
That's
youth
true.
pastor is like filling in on a Sunday to sing in the choir as well. So I'm gonna go.
Can I see the list?
Yeah, throw that out, Sierra.
And or do your do your thing. Let me think.
I think I'm gonna go Presbyterian. I could just see it. It's an older church, a lot of older people, and the youth pastor is the young buck, and she's pretty interested.
It sounds pretty Westland to me as well.
Do they have like a church choir though?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking a little bit closer to the top of this list, but now that I'm thinking about it, Church of Christ kind of could be something
Is
there
it jumping out at you?
because they all have choirs. So that's
Okay.
specific. There's not
Okay,
most
that
of these
does help.
that narrows it down a little bit.
In
It's
my week of being Amish, I didn't see. Yeah, man.
you were Amish for a week.
Last
Yeah.
week.
You came back. They
Last
let you
week.
leave.
He
They let me
accidentally
leave, bro.
buzzed his whole mustache off.
Yeah, man.
That's
at
what happened to the mustache.
I had to go undercover.
Okay,
I
fair
had to do
enough.
I'm working on.
I'll tell you this. I don't know if you know this with the Amish, but they make peanut butter. And Amish peanut butter,
Is it good?
best thing you've ever had in your life. I don't know what they put in there,
They make everything.
but it's good. It does not taste like no Jif. Keep your
Wow.
Jif.
Just
Give me the
straight
Amish peanut butter.
crushed peanut butter.
They're
Or
onto something
crushed
there.
peanuts.
They're
That
on to
does sound
something
good.
there.
Amish, they do know how to make some food.
I'm going Church of Christ.
Can you pull up that chat here? Let's see. Okay, Taylor goes Church of Christ. I'm going, what did I say? Lutheran. Latter-day Saints Temple has a choir. The Lutheran. ChatGPT is. Did someone look it up on ChatGPT?
No, I think they're talking about when we were talking about
Oh, I see,
that other
okay.
thing. Somebody said he was the older lady. I don't know who they're talking about. I don't know if they're talking about me or Zay.
Talk
I don't
about me
know.
like that. That's not me, boy.
Amish. Okay, I feel like there are some denominations that haven't really been thrown out for scenarios like this. So this is good to include some other ones that don't necessarily get picked. They probably put drugs in the peanut butter. Do you think that's it?
Drugs in the peanut butter.
That's what they said.
No, they don't put drugs in the peanut butter.
No.
They probably put raw cane sugar, probably the good
Oh, yeah,
stuff,
you're probably right.
and they probably put I don't know, like some
Zay,
cream
I'm
in there.
tired.
They're calling Zay. They're talking like it's
Tired of
Zay.
it.
No, I don't know what they put in the peanut butter, but No, it is funny that we have an entire population of the country that's the Amish, and they just do their own thing.
Yeah.
And it literally does not matter what's going on.
Do you have them
in our
around
world.
where, like Franklin area, or no? Because we have them here.
I don't see them around Franklin, but when I lived in Kentucky, there was a good amount of Amish around. You know,
Okay,
you'd
look,
run into some
here's
Amish.
Amish peanut butter spread recipe.
Marshmallow fluff,
Wait, no,
brown
no.
sugar. See, this is what I'm saying. This is like when you, as a society, decide that you're not going to pursue technology for 1,000 years. You figure this stuff out.
You figure
You
it out,
fine
man.
tune some other.
You got
figure peanut butter
You got time.
out. You do.
You got time.
You get together. You're like, all right, guys, what are we allowed to research? And they're like, oh, peanut butter. We can talk about peanut butter. And we're like, okay, great. So we're all going to just take the rest of our lives here, and we're going to hone in on this one thing. And then, you get Amish peanut butter. And you know what? It makes me wonder.
And it makes it to Youth Group Chronicles.
And it makes it the Youth Group Chronicles. And and the rest of the world's talking about it now.
Praise God, man.
So I wonder,
They're going to wonder why they have like a spike in like Amish peanut butter, but nothing else. They're just going to
the stores, they're like, we're selling out of our
I don't know
peanut
what
butter. What's going on there?
We're
I just
selling out.
wonder if we should have some of that same philosophy, like we should hone in on
We probably should.
one thing.
We probably should. I
Hone
don't
in
know.
on
What would it be if you had
sermon illustrations.
We just
We
got
need to
done
make
saying
them
why we
good.
shouldn't
I
do
feel
that.
like-
No,
I
I'm
feel
saying
like
we need to
we've-
fix them.
Oh,
I
we
feel
did-
like we've been trying.
We have
They
been
haven't
trying.
been working.
Yeah, well, it
haven't
needs
been
more
working
time.
too well.
Okay, it needs more time. That's what I'm thinking anyway.
All right, that's fair. This is a story from Will. Will said, our church had an indoor basketball court where we'd hoop before service. One of the leaders who doesn't normally play decided to join the game, but midway through, he fell down and started convulsing.
Ooh, they did deliverance on him.
Except because he was always joking around, we thought that he was just messing with us.
He said, "Get up."
And we
Get
kept playing.
Come out! Come out of him now in the name of Jesus Christ. Let him go. Let him go. We break all agreements with Pornhub. Get out now in the name of Jesus. Get out of him. That's
Whatever
what
terms and
happened.
conditions.
Terms and conditions are
he's
broken.
agreed to.
They're broken.
They're broken. In Jesus' name. Fire.
And then he gets up. He's like, and then we're like, oh, it's all right, man. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. And then we hire him on staff next week.
That's how it happens.
That's how it goes with
That's how it
deliverance.
works.
They get free, and then we're like, oh, okay, staff member,
Deliverance.
green room manager, intern.
They said, except because he was always joking around, we thought he was messing with us and we just kept playing. At one point, I even stepped on his stomach while running across the court.
Oh,
It's your fault. You shouldn't be down there. What are you doing?
It wasn't until he started foaming at the mouth that we realized something was seriously wrong.
Oh,
So we
gosh.
stopped the game,
Somebody still didn't believe.
called the paramedics, and he was taken away. We never saw him again at youth group.
Did he live?
Do we know if he's alive?
Why have we not seen him?
I'm just saying he didn't come back to youth group.
Oh,
He did live.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
If he honestly went off and he became a deconstructionist and had a church hurt podcast, I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be like, someone needs to talk to him. We need
I was about
help.
to say,
we need to
that's valid
extend
church
it on.
hurt.
But that's valid church
Yeah.
hurt. If someone wants to tell me about church hurt, you talking about that, I'm like, okay.
Like we
That's
had
trampled.
a story where this guy got locked. It was in Australia. We had
This
a
is
story where this
Isaiah's
guy.
definition of it's okay to
This
have
is
church hurt.
listen. I'm not going back. But this guy, the church went off to the beach for a week. I don't know churches that do that, but respectfully, do you? Went off to the church or to the beach for a week, and the dude got locked in a closet.
At the church.
He was locked in the closet for a week,
Mhm.
and then the only way that they figured out that he was lost is because somebody heard him make a noise, and then they opened it up, and they were like, "Oh," and they were just like, he was like, "Wow, it took you long enough." And left the church. Took you long enough and left the church.
He thought about that quote too. He thought about what he was going to
He
say.
had
For
that
a
brewing.
week.
For a
He had
week?
that brewing for a week.
So they locked the upstairs. It was like a one-way lock or whatever. They locked the door after youth group, and he had been in there putting stuff away. They left, but that Sunday they decided to do church like as a congregation on the beach. I guess that's like a thing. And then maybe like a smaller church. I don't know. So they weren't at the church all week, and then they come back for youth group, and they heard like snoring or like a noise in the closet, and they opened it up, and there was this guy who had been locked.
I have so many questions. How did he survive for a week? Where did his food and water come
He,
from?
I mean,
he
it
fasted.
could. I'm talking
The
like a
ravens
closet.
and the
It could have been a room. Maybe there was like some like a why you can survive without food, but water, I'm sure there's probably water.
I mean,
He
maybe-
didn't have a phone, nothing.
Somebody probably needs to tell him, like, hey, man, God actually has called you to the ministry. He locked you in the prayer closet for a week. That ought to tell you something. What's going on at home? You know?
He never came back. But that is Isaiah's example of church hurt that he would be
Valid
okay
church hurt.
Valid.
Valid.
Very valid.
Getting stepped
That's
on the
crazy.
stomach while playing a game while you're convulsing on the floor. Valid.
Someone said he had the olive oil communion. They remember that from that last episode.
That's
That episode
dude. That's
we
gonna be
talked
brought
about
up.
John.
These people, I will say, listeners to the show remember the most random things, and they'll bring
Really?
that up 50 episodes from now. Remember the olive oil?
Wow.
Yeah. So that, like, when I said just pee on it, that's a quote from how many episodes ago? Probably 100 episodes.
Oh, I
ago.
remember
like 2
that
years
clip.
ago. 2
I
years ago.
remember that clip.
Yeah, it was
now
like
that you're
he
bringing
threw
that
a
up.
jellyfish on a kid.
Yeah, and he said just pee on it.
Yeah. So then the joke is like,
Which is crazy.
fix
You're a
it.
terrible human being.
So now that's the quote for everything. It's just
That's
pee
the
on it.
clip I remember from the show.
The
that clip.
That's crazy.
I remember that one.
So
Yeah.
actually, do you remember? It's probably tough to like know. What was the first clip that you saw of Youth Group Chronicles? Was there one that came up? But like, was it a viral run, or do you remember?
I think it was actually the jellyfish.
Really?
I think I saw the jellyfish, and I remember watching the clip, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, that's a really good format." People sending in youth group stories, and then I got mad that I didn't think of this. 'Cause I was like, if I was doing this pod, that I would kill this. And I was like, "Oh man, that's so smart," and it was funny. And so I've tuned into the full episodes a couple times, but mostly watched the
Yeah,
clips.
that's the thing. The clips are what definitely
Yeah.
drive. This is a story from Josh. Josh said, one morning at youth camp, I heard a bunch of my students gagging and yelling from one of the rooms in our cabin. After asking them what was going on, I discovered that one of the boys found poop in the bathtub.
Oh,
In the bathtub.
Now these kids, they thought it was a prank and
diabolical.
They demanded that I find out who did it. So while I was sorting this out, one of my students crawled from under his bed, completely naked.
Oh,
That was him.
He had just woken up and had no memory of crawling under his bed or taking off his clothes. After some questioning, we figured out that he had been sleepwalking and pooped in the tub during the night.
that'll do it.
I told him he had to go clean it up, and his solution was to turn the hot water.
Oh,
His solution was to turn on the hot water and wash it down the drain. Then he shut the bathroom door and just left the room. A few minutes later, I went in to check up on the cleanup, but the guys were gone and the shower was still running. I knocked, but no one answered, so I cracked the door open and was immediately swallowed by the thickest, swampiest, most
Swallowed?
vile.
Yo, you can't-
Oh, you can't be.
You
Most
can't use the
vile-
word swallowed, brother.
Mm.
Swallowed up.
That's a no.
Have you ever been swallowed up?
Oh God, we're gonna have church in here today.
Dang.
Yeah.
TD Jake's out. Y'all see that?
I did see that.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah,
Have
going
you
into
ever been
retirement.
Swallowed. Get ready. Get ready.
Get ready.
Love you, TD. Love you.
We love TD.
Yeah, man.
You know, and
Enjoy retirement, brother. You deserve it.
enjoy it.
Nah, for real though. TD Jakes, amazing man.
Best preacher of all time, as far as just skills, as far as an orator, probably the best preacher of all time. And I don't mean that in like a someone are gonna say, well, what about his theology? I'm not talking about theology. I'm talking about raw skill as far as on a platform. That guy, I remember Jensen Franklin telling that story. He was talking about when he first met TD Jakes, and Jensen and TD Jakes were both like unknowns.
Yeah.
And TD Jake was preaching in a storefront. I think it's South Carolina, could be wrong, or West Virginia, something like that. And he goes on TBN, and Jensen said he got out of the hotel and he went to get into the car, and he said, "There's this big man in the back sitting there with alligator shoes," and he said, "Hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm Bishop
And
TD Jakes."
Stacey Adams.
Stacey Adams.
Stacey
You're right.
Adams shoes.
You're right. Yeah. And he was like, I'm Bishop TD Jakes. It's nice to meet you. And Jensen said it was funny. He introduced himself as Bishop TD Jakes, you know, and he said, I'm Jensen Franklin. It's nice to meet you. And they went and they preached. And he said they were preaching at the TBN Praise-a-thon is what it was. It was like one of those
Yo, I
week-long
remember
things.
those.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And Jensen
bro.
preached. He said, when I preached, it was all right. He's like, it wasn't my best message. I went home like nothing happened. After I get done preaching that the service after, TD Jakes gets up and he preached, "Woman, thou art loosed."
One of his best
And he
sermons of all
preached,
time.
"Woman, thou art
Of all
loosed."
time.
And he went from being a storefront guy in South Carolina to having
all
like
time.
one of the biggest churches in the country in
Literally.
Texas within a
Huge.
year.
Wow.
Huge.
Off of that one sermon, "Woman, thou art loosed." Just blew everything up. He's the original viral clip farmer preacher guy. He's the original one. He was doing that before social media, you know? So good on him for that. We kind of took a rabbit trail there.
No,
yeah,
it's
man.
good.
And then he released an R&B album.
Playlist, right?
Yeah, it eventually got to the R&B album. I don't know. I never listened to it, but
What is it? When satin sheets slide
With
or
satin
something?
cheat. What is?
whoa.
Hey,
Whoa.
Marvin Sapp went off on that song, but it was a fire song.
I'm gonna listen to this album on the way back. I'm gonna sit on the plane and be like, send it to me, Zay. I'll sit on the plane. I'm gonna be like, what? Maybe it's great.
fire.
Maybe it's awesome. I don't know, you know?
It's fire, man.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll take your word for it.
So they said, this is Josh's story. A few minutes later, I went back to check on the cleanup. Da 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 da. It was the most vile smelling air I've ever experienced. Except the hot water hadn't touched the poop. It had literally just turned the whole bathroom into a human feces sauna.
Oh, God.
I'm getting one of the camp workers,
I'm starting a deconstructionist podcast at that point.
and I'm gonna be like, listen, guys, something happened. I don't know.
Dude, I would have been getting the kid. Forget the workers.
Nah, he obviously didn't know how to do it.
I mean, he should have just gotten his car and gone home. Just leave the kids. Just forget the whole thing. Just get in the car and go home. You know, that's
The fact
what I'm
that he
thinking.
said, I got swallowed up in the smell.
Oh, that's
I've never heard that be used in my life.
That is crazy.
The smell swallowed me up. Like, come on, bro.
Like, calm down.
Unnecessary.
You know? Unnecessary.
Did you ever go to youth camp?
Oh yeah. I did my time.
Did you? Okay, so did you serve as a counselor or were you a camper?
Well, both.
Both. Okay,
Yeah, I did both.
Fair. Do you have any crazy stories from youth camp?
From youth camp? You know, I have one.
Getting the minerals in you is.
I have the you're
Said
getting the
that-
minerals. Oh my goodness.
Taylor, do you
Someone-
think Zay has ever blown
someone
the
said-
shofar?
Taylor, do you think Zay has ever blown a shofar? I don't know, man. I feel like this guy's probably got one with him in his car right now, just in case.
You always need to have an element of praise.
You do.
Everywhere.
Praise needs to go
If you
with
can't shout, blow the shofar.
If praise don't follow you, what are you doing?
Right. What are you
know?
doing?
You know, think about that. Me and Zay could just riff. We could just riff for 2 hours. We don't even need like the prompts. No, I mean, craziest youth camp story. I had something crazy happen actually one time when I was on an outing
Testify.
with people from my church that I still don't really explain, and I probably sound either like a crazy person or I'm trying to sound super spiritual or something. And I don't mean either. But it was my first time out with this group, and my mom let me go, which was like a miracle in and of itself.
Praise
I was
God.
like, that's great, you know, because I'm
Yeah.
like, this is cool. And we went out and we went to it was a camp, and we were there like in the off season or whatever, but it was like our church group doing its own thing, right? And so we went there and we were fishing, okay? We were fishing naturally. And everybody was like, I didn't know anybody at all. I knew nobody. I was totally by myself. And we're all fishing on this lake, and then there's like this like big, what would you call it? Like a patio type thing. It's like a deck, and there's like a railing.
Like a dock?
Kind of like a dock, yeah. But there's like a railing. You got to think of it like as if you were on a deck or something. Like, you know how a deck will have like a wall?
Yeah.
And they went off by themselves, or they went off over to the lake, and I got a fishing pole, and I just stayed completely by myself. I didn't know anybody, and I was just kind of shy. I just kind of felt like doing my own thing. I go over, and I decide they're going over there. I'm going to stay here on this deck thing, and I'm going to fish. And so I go to fish. I cast my rod or whatever.
Come on.
Nothing's really catching for like 10 minutes. I'm like, this is boring. Like, what's going on? You know, and what's going on? So I get up on one of these tables that are there, and I stand on top of the railing, the edge that's on the side of the deck thing. And I'm thinking I'm going to get up there. I'm just going to cast a little further. That'll do it. And
promotion.
so I cast for promotion, right? So I cast the thing. The thing goes out, and when I cast it, I'm swear on whatever, okay? I'm not making a lick of this up. I fall forward like I'm going to fall into the water. They're all like probably 500 feet or something over there. I'm by myself. And I go to fall forward, and on everything, okay? Something grabbed my shirt on the back of my thing like this.
Because they'll never
And
let you down.
slowly pulled me back up until I was standing up. And I turned around, I'm thinking, oh man, I'm in trouble. There's a cat. Somebody's just see me because I split off from the group.
It's a bear.
I turn around, and I swear there's nobody there.
Oh, okay.
I did not see anybody there.
The Holy Ghost. girded
Nowhere
you up.
near me. So the point of the story is, if you're a homeschooler,
You've been girded up.
and you know enough VeggieTales quotes, God
on.
protects you from water, I guess,
on.
which is probably good. I don't know if I would have.
So did you know how to swim at the time?
What the enemy?
Probably not, right?
I mean, I had swam in pools
Nobody's
before.
ready.
I guess I'd swam.
That may have been the end of Taylor Ransom.
Who knows? I don't know. That's my crazy camp story.
That is a crazy camp story.
I never did anything crazy. Like, I
Divine
never pranked
intervention.
anybody.
If I had a shofar, I'd be blowing it right now.
You'd be blowing it right now on the show.
Praiseworthy,
Yeah.
brother.
That's the best I've got as far as a camp story, because I never did anything crazy.
But you
when I
said
did
so. You
camp.
served at as a counselor, right? And then
Oh,
you went to
yeah,
camp.
yeah.
So same here. I grew up at a youth camp. Grew up going to camp, and then counselor for many, many years. But it was always like, did you get roped into it because like they always needed volunteers? Is that what it was?
Yes.
Dude, that's how it always is.
Yeah, it was. Oh, we need somebody. We need somebody
Yep.
to come out here. Yeah. So I would, and I'd go. And honestly, it was like, I mean, we had some PK stuff. Okay, the PK was always sneaking over to the girls section of the camp continually. I can't think of like one. I wish I had like a really solid
No, it's fine. That's all.
camp story, but it's like it's just it's probably because I suppress that. I actively suppress anything that I've ever had happen at a church camp. Just sort of like, let's lock that down.
There are some things that need to be. That's fair.
Yeah.
So this is a segment on the show. We didn't do this when you were on with John.
Okay,
This is called Finish the Chronicle.
finish the chronicle.
All right.
Why did you do this?
Zay is really just tight
No,
about
you
this
literally
segment.
only leave. It's crazy.
This is a story from Chandler. Chat, we need your interaction as well. I'm going to read the first couple of sentences of the story.
He does these things because he knows that I despise them.
He's pretty good at it,
That's what he
though.
does.
He's pretty good at it. I'm going to read the first couple of sentences. Wow. You guys are going to give your best guess as to what you think is coming.
Gotcha.
You kind of actually did it a couple times already.
Got you.
Okay.
At a youth group lock-in, we had a student trying to jump over a beanbag. But mid-leap, he caught his foot and tripped. ... If you had to finish the chronicle, what do you think is about to happen? Should we make Zay go first? He's
Could
done this.
Zay go first. Zay, you think about
Zay?
this.
This is so wild.
Chat, we need your help with this as well. Alejandro, Mikey, Ryan, give us your guesses here. Tripped over a bean. He's running full speed. Jumps over a beanbag, catches his foot, and trips. How do you
Somebody's
think this
sitting in the beanbag and he smacks him with his foot. And he ends up like breaking somebody's nose. I don't know, man.
Caleb says they're blind
This is what
or they're missing a
What
limb.
in the world?
They're blind or they're missing a limb.
I'm gonna
No.
jump over this blind person and he's gonna be healed. That's how my shadow's gonna heal him.
He fell on his face and broke his
that's
nose.
crazy.
Testicular torsion.
Testicular torsion. That's what it was.
They fell in front of their crush and broke a tooth. Leeches. It's always leeches. That's true, Andrew. I think when he fell on his face, the concrete chipped a tooth, or he got a concussion.
Oh,
a
I
lot
got
of
it.
teeth.
I got it.
What you got?
Got
Lock it in.
Got it. So he's running, right? He's a bigger guy. So they're like, yo, you can't jump over this beanbag. And I'm not telling the story that I've done. So don't be like, Zay, this is your story. I'm not
do all
impressing nobody by jumping nowhere. But he's trying to jump over this beanbag and he ends up pressing too hard. The floor or like the carpet like shifts underneath him and he falls on the people.
Ooh.
Okay.
No, I don't think that's what
Taylor,
happened.
where do you think it's going?
This is what I think happened. I think that he hit the floor. It's an old church. He broke through the floor. Turns out there's a secret basement under the church where they keep all the olive oil and the communion.
And
but
they've
like,
been
not like the
embezzling-
grape juice.
they've been
but like
embezzling
good
the
communion.
tithe.
And they've been embezzling the tithe. That's crazy. No, I think that's just where they keep. I think this is a Baptist church, so they keep the liquor in the basement or something.
The real wine.
The real ones. down
All
there.
right. A lot of guesses from the chat. He breaks his. We saw a lot of that. Teeth and nose. He falls on a baby. I didn't see that yet.
Falls on a
He
baby?
falls on a chauffeur.
What's wrong?
Ow. Or shofar. Ouch.
That would hurt.
So far.
All right. We'll
A
finish the
shofar's
chronicle.
not breaking that easy. So
No, that's going through you, dog.
Mm.
At a youth group lock-in, isn't that like a horn?
yes.
Okay, can't that impale you?
Yes.
Thank you, Zay.
Got you.
At a youth group lock-in, we had a student trying to jump over a beanbag, but
Finish the chronicle. Come
on, man. Mid-leap.
This is your segment.
he caught his foot and tripped face first into a foosball table
Ooh.
Ooh.
where he had one of the metal rods go straight through his eyeball.
No, we can't be doing that. Oh my!
That man is on final.
It's like a Final Destination cutscene when that guy happened. It's like, and it like freezes. You like see blood going everywhere.
Ain't no, I call it cap, bro. I'm sorry.
Cap?
That's cap.
I agree. That's kind of crazy.
That is not crazy at all. Out of the stuff we've heard,
foosball bar going through your eye?
the metal rod is this high. He tripped over a beanbag and it went into his eyeball.
He's dying.
Yeah, how is he not dead?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because are you going to stop falling?
ChatGPT, pull it up, please.
Sam's mad. Sam's about to crash out. Sam's about to crash out right now. He said, anytime someone brings up AI, they bring up chat, you know they're about to crash out. They're like, right there, like, no, run this.
I call cap on this, bro. There's no way.
All right. If the rod of a foosball table goes through your eye.
Through. You're saying through, not in, but through your eye. What's behind your eye?
Skull.
Your brain.
Skull first. Do you die?
Maybe I've watched too many.
If a foosball rod goes through your eye, it can absolutely be life-threatening depending on the depth and the angle and the structures it hits. Can be. Okay, what's the percentage of death? Because he lived.
What's the percentage?
Death can occur. Especially if emergency surgery and care aren't immediately available.
Yes, you can die.
What are the odds? Let's see. The odds
were
extremely low.
But okay.
Hold on.
Not zero, but extremely low.
So is this how this ends? They don't tell you, like, dude's okay? He can see? Like,
no, he can't see.
He can see through the other eye, right?
No, he cannot see.
Can't he see through the other eye?
Well, yes.
I mean, he's got one eye.
He didn't go through like this.
He's
like,
a pirate now.
Yeah, he would get him up. Like
he can still see
patch.
the other eye. He didn't die. Estimated odds, there's less than 1 in 10 million. In short, it's possible.
In a Final Destination kind of way. Look what it says. You know.
Okay.
But you're much more likely to get struck by lightning.
Now, I don't see like how crazy it is to get a foosball table rod stuck in your eye. That doesn't seem. They're at youth group.
Thick.
What are we talking about?
We're thinking about this. That's not like
and then
needle.
falling on it.
Into it. He didn't fall. He tripped into it. Like he stumbled and went face first into a foosball. Like, I don't understand how that's that crazy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Dying because of it would seem like a crazy spinoff, but hey.
I'm sorry.
You learn something new every day.
You know.
No one got it right, by the way. I didn't see anybody.
Someone's bringing up. They said, "Zay, don't you remember the girl who got a rebar stuck in?"
You want to see
leg?
that picture? You want to see the picture?
A picture.
I got it right here.
Hilarious.
So I can't.
What is this?
It is one of the funniest.
Tell the story
things
real quick,
I've
and I'll
ever
show 'em.
seen in my life.
Tell them
What's
the
going on
So
here?
she's running. She's at camp. She's running, and she trips on one of it's like one of those tent meeting camps.
Okay.
Or tent meeting tents, and
I mean, I got one.
You do?
Yeah.
That's a bet.
For revival meetings. You know, we put it up in the yard. Who gave it to me?
Yeah.
TJ Malkanji. You guys probably don't know him, but you know, he's around. He's a nice guy, you know. Yeah, he donated it to my ministry. And very kind of him, you know, great guy. And we do revival ministry.
Coming up with testimony.
With testimony. Yeah, he gave it into the ministry before I decided to
So what's the first
start
city
doing
that you guys
comedy.
are going to?
What's the what?
The first
Trenton,
city,
New
like
Jersey.
revival.
Oh,
Trenton, New
revival?
Jersey. Yeah.
We don't do revivals. We do podcasts now, bro.
So
but,
you set up a tent to do a podcast.
to do live podcasts. Well, that's ministry in 2025, right? Like
Yeah,
we're doing live podcasts.
That's true.
now.
You got to adapt.
We should just give it
Do
to
you
YGC.
charge for them?
No, but we take up an offering, obviously. I mean, like, how do you think we're paying the bills around here, Zay? You think these DoorDashes are paying for themselves? No.
Are you hiring?
Yeah. If you can work, you know,
We'll
for
talk.
under wages, we'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
We'll talk.
You know, if you can work for, you know, we'll hire you part time on salary, but then pay you a little bit more. You know, that way you
is
can
still
work
going.
so you can work like 70 hours a week. You know, or without a problem, without overtime. You know, we'll get that done. That's how I was hired anyway. You know, when I worked in church, that's how it worked for me. So, you know, if God put me through it, you know, that was part of the preparation season. You know, I think that could be the preparation season for you. Anyway, you can show me the pic, or I'm just going to keep going for like 20 minutes.
This girl was standing on a log, rocking back and forth,
Yeah.
and she fell forward onto the rebar stake that was holding a tent. So can't show this to the camera. They asked that we not, but they've told us we can react.
Let me see this.
And see that.
Oh, yeah, that's
bro.
rough.
You see how she's laying?
Man, that's not good.
Lays out.
Honestly, at that point, just get one of the modesty cloths, just toss it over her,
So
and
the-
wait for the
issue was-
wait for the ER.
The issue was the
ambulance to
catchers
show up.
weren't ready.
The catch.
She fell forward instead of backward.
It's the
in
that's true.
season and out of season. They weren't ready.
And they didn't educate either. You know,
They weren't ready.
I remember my pastor saying that, like, if you're gonna fall, don't fall forward, or I mean, don't fall back. Fall on your knees. You go
They
down on your
skipped
knees.
Internship
That's what he would talk about.
because that's where you get
No
taught that
internship.
stuff. Come on,
No ministry
come
school.
on, no ministry.
Like, what are we doing?
I'm a
here?
PK.
Yeah, it's
I
like,
had.
I know how to look.
And
Like,
then you got to catch with the fist so that you're not grabbing nothing.
Right.
There's like a whole
You know what I
technique
mean?
to it, bro. You kind
I'm
of got to
telling
go
you.
like this.
I'm telling you.
Just let them fall back. You let their weight hit you in the chest, and then you slowly back up and just let them fall.
Here
I mean,
at YGC University, we train deacons
We
and elders.
train you on everything you need to know.
That's
we train you
funny.
on everything you need to know.
That's true.
One of my first comedy skits was actually I did catcher boot camp. This is what it was
Yeah.
called, and it didn't take off because like nobody's
only
Google
what
searching.
30% of
Yeah, like 30 people in the world, half of which are in this room, know what I'm talking about. And so it was like catcher boot camp. I like got the army outfit and I did like a drill sergeant bit, like teaching people to catch, and it was funny to me.
It would go right over
hilarious.
Baptist head.
Yeah.
Right over Baptist head. All right, guys, let's do our Would You Rather segment. To
Would you
wrap up
rather?
this episode? 2 stories from this episode pit against each other. You guys let me know what
We gotta
option
We
you
gotta
rather
lock
take.
in, Taylor.
Yeah, we got to lock in. First one is from Andrew. And you are a youth leader picking up a kid to take out to lunch. Turns out you kidnapped him because your
Ooh.
dad didn't know, or his dad didn't know that you're picking him up.
Fatal mistake.
Option 1.
Oof.
Option 2 is you are playing basketball with your buddies from church, and one of your fellow leaders starts convulsing, but you don't take him seriously, so much so that you keep the basketball game going, step on his stomach while he's foaming at the mouth, and then finally realize what's happening and call an ambulance.
Oh man, I'm going with accidentally kidnapping the kid.
Really?
We can fix that. I can talk to the cops and be like, look, this is what happened. This whole thing can be resolved. That
That's
thing
fair.
with the kid on the floor after the basketball game, dude, I'd go start, a podcast. I'd go work for, a blogger or something at that point. I mean, that's tough. I'd feel terrible. I'd feel like I had to I don't know, go work in a monastery somewhere.
You know what sucks? Is that both of these chronicles are the kid's fault.
Yeah.
So now I'm receiving the negative from what they've done. And I feel like
you're blaming the kid for
I
the
feel
seizure.
like I feel like we
How you gonna blame somebody for having a seizure?
hold on.
They didn't have
Taylor,
enough
you
faith
did-
or something.
hold on,
Like,
Taylor.
what?
You didn't let me finish, Taylor. Number one, he's the boy who cried wolf in the story. It says
Yeah,
that.
he's normally someone
Then
that's goofing
number
off.
2, his family must not have tithed enough.
Probably. Yeah,
so
I want to see
like-
the giving records.
You know what I mean? So it's like, do we care about him, or do we just keep playing? And then option 1, it's just like, bruh, why are you that afraid of your dad? So I mean, there might be trauma. Yeah,
we don't know what's going on at home with the first kid. We don't know.
True.
It could just be
Well, he
my
was
dad's
grounded. He said he was grounded.
Yeah, but why was he
But why
grounded?
was he
Why was he
grounded?
grounded? What did he do to
What
get
did
to
he
that
do?
point?
What did he do? Did
You know-
he not wash dishes? You know what I
Like,
mean?
did he not
Like,
wash dishes, or did he
Right.
rob the local convenience store?
I'm
Like,
telling
what?
you. Like,
How's that work?
did you say groundation?
Okay, groundation. All right, new words. We're learning new words.
Love it.
on
Blame
pod
the
today.
victim is
Love it.
crazy.
That's the homeschooler over there. See, I'm the homeschooler, and he's saying groundation. How does that work?
I see
know.
a lot of option 1s with Taylor.
I'm gonna go.
Someone said blaming the victim is crazy. Yeah, I know. I was trying to be like, option 1 for sure. Like, I can work
Yeah.
that out, but
I think I got to go option 1 as well.
I'm gonna go option 2.
okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go option 1. I'm going option 1.
No, because I already told y'all I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I literally already told you guys at the beginning of the podcast when you first read this story, I was not leaving. So that would not be me. So number 2.
Okay. Option 2.
Zay's
Number
rage baiting.
You know me?
He's rage baiting.
Taylor and I are taking
will not be
option
rage
1. I think a lot of people in the chat are as
I
well.
will not be rage baited.
You
No.
will not get me.
I will- you know.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Zay and Taylor, this has been a lot of fun.
Oh, it's
Hope
been
you
awesome.
all enjoyed it. on the live. And when you guys listen to this in podcast form, we hope you enjoy it as well. But Taylor, safe travels back to Nashville, man. We'll have to have you back in the pod at some point.
Oh,
and the invite's always open. Thanks for being here, bro.
Oh, thanks. Thank you for having me. If you guys have listened, it's great that you're here. I love everything that YGC is doing. Can't wait for YGC University.
Absolutely, man.
Can't wait for that. And I feel like God's going to do something big through this podcast. Okay, I don't know what it is, but I got a download when I came in, and I'm seeing a lot happen. So thanks again for having me.
Well, thanks, bro. Zay, thank you as well, and we will see you all.
Where can they tithe, brother?
Where can they tithe?
Where can they give?
Go to my
set
YouTube
up like a
channel.
giving link.
Yeah, we have. I just put up the Cash App logo. I'm like, here you go, Cash
Where
App
can they
offerings.
give? 'Cause
I just feel like
There has to be a
God
love
wants to
offering.
do 55 things for people who will give $55 right now. Sorry, no, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Instagram.
Go to it's a joke. It's a
Instagram,
joke.
lock the doors.
Instagram, lock the door.
Lock the doors.
Lock the live.
No, you can check out my YouTube channel. If I'm going to plug something, check out YouTube. We're doing a lot of cool stuff there. So,
Absolutely.
Thanks,
All right, guys. Thank you so much, and we will see you all next week.